So this is the first year that I'm actually not going back to college, and it is not that I dropped out for this one new year, but because I graduated from college. At times I just usually kind of miss college. So today I thought of sharing with you some of the college life hacks that I used to use when I was in college, and also some of the things that I wish I could have used, because I realized some of them when I was done in college, and because I cannot use them right now, I thought of telling you guys about them. So I'll be covering savings, studying, and living a stress-free life. So if you know that is something you're interested in and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you click on that subscribe button and turn off the notification bell so that you don't miss any other video. So let's get to the tips. The first hack that saved me is not being a last minute person. Before I used to be the last minute gang. We used to say, oh, let the Kirere people go first, then we'll just do it later. We don't have to look like as if we know all. But then I realized that whenever people like go first, they finish what they're supposed to do at that time. Then when the other thing comes, then they're ready to do that. Something like assignments, or maybe you have been told to do a research, or you have been told to do a certain thing that you're supposed to bring to the lecturers, or you're supposed to report about it. Make sure that you do it like with the first lot and you'll be done with it. Don't be this last minute kind of gang whereby you just want to do everything after everyone has done it. Now when people are going to the next thing, that's when you're trying to do the same thing that other people did, I don't know, months ago. So don't be a last minute person. The second thing is to plan your money, because you'll have even extra expenses. Remember, now you're going to pay for rent, you're going to pay for food, you're going to pay for clothing, you're going to pay for other extra things. So you should be able to plan your money in that when you get that pocket money, let's say from your parent or your guardian, you should know that this amount is for rent, this amount is for food, this amount is for this and this and this amount is for fees, so that you just plan your money and you make sure that you set priorities. Like if you get that money, you know how to pay fees first, you have to pay your rent, you have to like put a certain amount aside for food, and then that's when you start thinking of partying and betting and all the things that people think of. Because at times I used to see other students, they get the 40,000 from their parents, the first thing they think of is betting. So you go and bet with 40,000 and then it's all gone, and now you start like begging for money, like, can you help me with money for food? Can you help me with money for rent? Only because you never planned your money. So planning is something that can really help you out, because when you plan everything just go by its way. You just set your priorities and you go with necessities first. If it is food first, fees, everything, and then the rest will come later on. Like just have a kind of plan for yourself, because you know yourself better. Number 3 is have a reading spot and a reading schedule. Like which place is it that you love reading, and which time is it that you usually understand the most? Is it in the morning or at night or in the afternoon? Everyone has their own preferences, and you don't have to copy someone else's preference thinking that you're going to be better than them or you're going to be like them. Like let me give you an example. For me, when I was in my first year, I used to read on my bed. Like I was comfortable with that. Not saying that you're supposed to read on your bed, because some people used to doze off if they read on their bed. But then you have to realize if it's good with you, like it's something that can work with you. Because I've seen so many good students who used to go to the library. I'm not saying going to the library is bad. We used to go to the library, and that was okay with them because they used to perform well, and that was comfortable there. But for someone like me, when I used to go to the library, I usually feel like it is so quiet and everyone is serious, like as if like life is so serious. Then on my 3rd year, I was able to get a table, and I used to study on that table like for the longest time, and that was comfortable with me. So find a spot that is comfortable with you. Don't just follow a group only because everyone is carrying their books to the library. Now you carry a book to the library, but then you feel a lot of pressure studying in the library because you see people bringing out like kind of big books, and they're like, wait, I've never read that book before. Now you rush then. Like if you feel a lot of pressure with that, just find your own spot. And then when it comes to schedule, know your own study schedule, if you're a morning person or if you're an evening person. I used to like studying in the evening. Like even when my roommates used to wake up in the morning to go study, I used to see them and I never felt guilty like, oh my god, I'm sleeping and everyone is awake. I used to feel like I'm more comfortable because I'm usually not a morning person. So I was comfortable studying in the evening and even studying during the day at lunchtime. So at lunchtime and evening, when maybe they're doing other things, now that is when you're studying. So we should not feel like as if you're not doing anything. Number 4 is wake up at the same time every day. So you know, when you wake up at the same time, let's say you wake up every day at 7 a.m, your mind will be oriented to wake up at 7 a.m, study, let's say for an hour, and then go to class. So that is what you're used to, and that will be so easy for you to follow, because every day you just find yourself awake at 7 a.m and you just feel like your body like you just want to study and then go to class. Like it's so easy to follow a routine, and when you just just kind of don't want to follow a routine, and you know, maybe the day that you're so motivated, you wake up at 5, the day you don't feel like, you wake up at 10 and you don't even go for classes. Like, that will just confuse your life and you won't be achieving anything. So just have a routine. You usually see people creating routines and you think like routine is so important. It doesn't have to be so early. Like, if you can't wake up at 5 a.m, don't force yourself to do so because you won't be doing anything. Just know what is the maximum time for concentration that you usually have. Let's say it's 2 hours. You say you'll be waking up at 6 and study till 8, then you go to class. That's your own schedule. So just try and wake up at the same time and make your mind be oriented to one thing. This will really help you to be able to maneuver through all those times. Number 5 is to live a simple life. So when you get to college, you'll find people from all kinds of backgrounds, and you can't blame someone from coming from, let's say, a rich family. You can't blame them. That is where they were born. So you'll find that you'll see some people, they're able to go for shopping every 2 days. They're able to have all kinds of snacks in their houses. They're able to buy anything that they want. They go home every like single weekend, and at times you feel like you need that like kind of life for yourself. So when I say live a simple life, I'm telling you to live life at your own level. Know where you come from, know what you can afford, because the moment you try and live other people's life, you're going to put a lot of pressure on those who provide for you, like your parents or your guardian or even your boyfriend. You're going to put a lot of pressure on those people so that they can be able to provide for you, so that you can meet the standard of life that you're seeing other people living. Like, maintain your own level of life. I remember, like, we used to do this, buy things in bulk. Like, when you go to the market, you buy like tomatoes and onions in bulk. You buy a lot of groceries in bulk when you get like money for shopping, then you just keep that there. So every evening after class, we used to buy, let's say, skuma wiki for 10 bob. We go cook that, and then maybe the next day you'll buy beans. It's only like 20 bob, the cooked beans. You buy beans and you buy chapati, and maybe you are 2 of you or 3 of you. Beans maybe 20 or 30, that is just enough for supper, and like it's done and you're done, and life becomes so easy, life becomes so simple, life becomes so sweet when you live at your own level. So just live a simple life. No one said that only because you eat skuma and the other person eats meat every day and pork and chicken and what, that now you're not living a good life or something. You know how you used to live at home. You used to live a simple life. So just continue living a simple life, and you'll really live a stress-free life. I know I won't tell you, oh, don't mingle with these kind of friends, but if you feel like the kind of friends that you're with are giving a lot of pressure, that they're trying to push you into buying some things. You know, at times you find that you have friends who will be telling you, why is it that you are the only one who doesn't have a rich boyfriend? Why is it that you're the only one who doesn't have a Gucci bag? Why is it that you're the only one who doesn't have high-heel shoes? And you feel like you have a lot of pressure, you feel like they're giving you a lot of pressure, then just like drop them and try and live a stress-free life, try and live a simple life. And then number 6, now I'm going back to studies, is use of mnemonics. Mnemonics really kind of saved me a lot, because you cannot read everything, like you cannot keep on reading the same thing each and every time. But when you form a mnemonic for that thing that you're reading, you won't even open that book anymore, because it will be stuck. Like, the only thing that I can remember from college right now is the things that I used to have mnemonics for them. Like, anything that we created a mnemonic, whether in form of a song or in form of words, like, that is something that I'll never forget, because it really kind of sticks when you have mnemonics. So try and form mnemonics when you're with your friends. Some of like people are really good at creating mnemonics. Like, I used to have a friend of mine who, their book was just full of mnemonics. Like, even every sentence, when it starts with letter W, they already formed a word for that, and they can tell you what that W means. So it's something like what, like the Cranial Labs used to say, oh, to touch and feel a girl's hymen. Like, you have a certain mnemonic, and this will really help you to study and even pass exam, because at times you might have not read like through the nerves, but because you had a mnemonic about it, you just remember the song, you just remember the acronym, and you just write it down and you're done with it. So use mnemonics. I think I'll try and create short videos about the mnemonics I used to use when I was in college. I think I still have them written down. I try and make them, and also I'm really trying to create the flashcards that I told you guys about, and to incorporate the mnemonics in it. Like, I'm gonna really try to do that. And then number 7 is about a hack that will help you to survive when you're done with college, because yes, it's college life for 3 years, 4 years, but then when you're done with college, you have another new life. Yeah, so the thing that I usually wish I could have started doing is working on that new skill and working on that side hustle, because the moment you're done with college, like it just comes abruptly, and you feel like you want to start working on something, and you're really trying to research, you're really trying to like learn at the same time. So what if you could have done the research and learning when you're in college, so that when you're done with college, you just start working on that skill, you just start like doing more on that that new skill that you have. So just try and find out what is it that you're good at. What else are you, apart from like good on your studies and good at doing this, there's something else that you're good at. Is it like music, or is it like a business, or is it that you're good at a certain creative thing, maybe drawing or something? So you try and perfect it. You try and creating a business about it. Like you can try creating an Instagram page and start selling your art and start like telling people about what you do. By the time you're done with college, you are so free. You can start doing these things, like even before you get a job, or even when you get a job, this is something that you can build. Like this is something I really wish I knew about. Number 8 is be friendly. It's so easy to live with other people if you're friendly. Like talk to everyone. Like me, I used to just say hi to everyone. I don't say, oh, you're not my friend, so I won't talk to you, or you're not from my tribe, I won't talk to you. Like be friendly with everyone. Like it makes life so easy. Like you always have someone to talk to when you have a problem. You always have someone to like inquire from, because you have like, but don't put your circle so big. Like you have a certain circle of friends, yes, but then you're good to be, not good in such a way that, oh, you're always pleasing everyone, but you always say hi to everyone in the morning. You get in class in the morning, you say hi guys, and you're just so happy. Like let's become so happy if you're a friendly person. Let me not lie to you. And then the 9th skill, which is also about studying, is learn to teach other people about what you've already understood. Like even if you can't get the chance to teach someone, read out loud. Like for me, when I used to go home, I used to just take my books and assume I have a group of students sitting there and I'm trying to teach them about something, so I recite it out loud. And this is something that it is a certain tactic that will help you not forget something. I mean that you said out loud, something that it's not easy to forget. So that is the importance of having a group discussion. You go there, you teach someone about something that you've understood. I'm telling you that you won't forget it. Like learn to teach people. Don't just be so introverted that you just want to study alone every time. At times you find that we usually understand different things. Like you can be good at pharmacology, but then when it comes to anatomy, I really kind of understand anatomy better. So you just try and interact and share information. And lastly, number 10 is learn to say no, because people are going to ask you to do so many things in college. Someone is going to tell you to go somewhere and you feel you're not comfortable going there, you have classes. Learn to say no. Someone might ask you to do a certain procedure, maybe during clinicals, and you feel you're not comfortable and it's something that you're not ready yet to do. Just say no. Someone might ask you maybe to get into alcohol and drug abuse and you feel you're not comfortable with that. Just say no. Just say no. So usually say, learn to have no in your mouth, like the word no. Don't always just say yes to everything. Learn to say no. This is going to save you from a lot of troubles. It's going to save you from getting into a lot of so learn to say no. So that was it for today, guys. I'll be seeing you guys on my next video. If you have any other video suggestions, you can leave that down in the comment section and tell me what else would you like me to talk about. And thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to support the channel, and bye bye.